Team Kill Podcast. Intentional Strays.
Oh, what is up, everybody? My name is Killing Spree 37.
And I am Silencer.
And this is the Team Kill Podcast, episode 53. And what an episode it has been. We're almost out of the 50s. We just passed our air quote, year anniversary. Yeah, we passed it.
We're turning into cougars.
I can't believe we've been doing this for like a year.
Headshot.
Time passes by fucking quick, huh?
It passes by, and not only that, it's more like the dedication than it is more anything else, The dedication, doing something almost every week, at least once a week, for a year, that's crazy. That's dedication. I like that. And we're still like finding our groove and we're adding things into the mix, you know what I'm saying? The rapid fire, that has to be one of the best things that was added to the podcast.
Additions.
Yeah, it's like you just added in there the 1v1s that we have, the homie court segments that we have. Like, it's just like, man, it just works so well together. So, listen, past weekends, I'm going to go first. I cop Def Loop. I played it for a little bit. It seems fun. It seems interesting. If they could just fix their damn servers, computer issue, patches here and there, this would be a great game, okay? Without giving too much away, it's about breaking a cycle, okay? You're one assassin who's trying to break the cycle. Mm-hmm. Every time you die, you get sent back to the beginning, okay? Once you beat the game, you could actually be the other person that is trying to keep you in the loop, another assassin, and if you can go into people's games, ruin it, and kill them, and send them back to the beginning. Real nice vibes. It's Returnal with the old school Watch Dogs when you used to be able to go into people's game and hack their phone while they're free roaming around. Very interesting.
Yeah, that's good. Sounds a little out of the ordinary type of game that they be coming out with these days.
Right. Now, if they could only fix what they, it wouldn't be an issue if it was a key part of the game, okay? In Watch Dogs, they used to be flawless, damn near. When people would join your game, you wouldn't know, right? Yeah. And then this one, you can know. You start rubber banding around everywhere. You start to go a little crazy, and it's just not, it's taken away from the game. So I decided to put it down until they send out another patch, and then I'll resume it. But I might stream it later on this week, and we'll see where it goes from there. So, besides that, fun. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's a PS5 game, considering the fact you should get one. We got to talk about that too. It's almost been like a whole year since the PS5. I didn't even realize that. It's almost been a whole year since the PS5 has been out. And you still don't have one. I remember you telling me too. I'm going to wait like a year until, the bugs go down. They're going to be all over the place anyways. Remember you said that?
Yeah. I always say that when a new console drops.
Yeah, but this one hit, So besides that, preparing for Houston for next weekend. Going to go over down there. Going to drive down there, take a little cruise. And hopefully it's, Houston treats me well. If you guys see me, you recognize me, you recognize the voice, okay? Don't be afraid to say hi, okay? I might give you a sticker or two.
Stickers.
Yeah, you got to get rid of these merch, hashtag buy. That and your boy went to the M-Fam barbecue for NickMercs down in Florida.
What do you mean you went?
Well, I went spiritually, okay? I wanted to go. Oh, okay. It was a free event. NickMercs was having his what seems to be almost annual barbecue. I believe that's what it is. If it's not annual, it sure as hell should be, okay? Because it looked fun. So basically, he held this free event at a football stadium, had invited people to food. Everything was free. You know what I'm saying? People were taking pictures of him. There was a line wrapped around the stadium to get a photo of NickMercs. And people found creative ways to do it. I love seeing the photos on Twitter. Communities just integrating. I wish my community was like that, I was so close and knew each other. Instead, they're trying to get me banned and shit from Facebook. So, I'm sorry, YouTube. So I was looking at all the tweets, very jealous. You know, I don't consider myself a part of the M fam. Okay, I'm a fan of NickMercs. I don't have any. I don't have any merch, and I sure as hell don't have a tier subscription via Twitter or Twitch. I'm sorry. So I was there in spirit, and yeah, just stayed at home, was relaxing. Going to try to get some few exercises in again for the rest of the month, and just kind of add it into my forte, you know. But other than that, you know, just been grinding and trying to, you know, just become a better content creator and a better me. So that's how my weekend went.
A better days for future. You know what's crazy talking about NickMercs? We are at the age where this fool plays video games and he has a fucking humongous crowd
Right.
outside waiting to take a picture with him. Just because he plays games.
Well, and he's also funny too. So like I once thought that as well. Yes.
I mean, regardless, when you have like my point is, you have people out there, you know, that fucking like scientists that fucking change the world, space, all these crazy innovations that these fucking skilled, talented people are, you know, coming out. Nobody fucking knows who they are.
Yeah, and there's always that
crazy.
debate. Yeah, I've seen that argument brought up with people that basketball players,
like,
football players.
There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just we live in a time where entertainment business gets more, how do I say, more glorified than actually life innovation that makes your life better. You know.
Well, you know, and there's always like me certainly throughout the period of my life as adulting. I've always went to Google and was like, damn, who invented this? And as soon as I see the name, I'm like, all right, well, shout out to them, you know, like, fuck yeah, that was genius. I wonder how you came up with that, you know, what type of weed or fucking visions were you having when you're sleeping and shit, you know? So I always thought of that.
Yeah.
But there's always a constant argument of people just, oh, you sit in the front of a camera and play video games. It's a little more than that, but yes, it is that, you know?
Yeah.
There's a reason why the WNBA players don't get as much as like the NBA players, you know what I'm saying? Women's sports against men's sports, I would consider women's sports being the Nobel Prize winners, the guys, the inventors and shit like that, the Fortune 500 company makers, you know? Those are the WNBA of people, you know, they don't get their credit, they don't get their just due. They're not that much entertaining, and then I would consider the NBA people to be entertainers, movie stars, celebrities, TikTokers, comedians, just overall stuff like that, athletes. But yeah, around a stadium, okay, a football stadium. So if you've ever been around a football stadium, just imagine a line wrapped around there, okay? That's how it was. No bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah, so
crazy times.
You know, I was a little jealous, but you know, I can't stand next to him. Oh, you know what else I forgot from my weekend, and then we'll pass it on to you. I don't want to take up too much of this time. Your boy fucked up again. Okay, fucked up again.
Oh, yeah?
This is the second time. Okay, I have a beard trimmer that my mom got me for Christmas. Thank you, Mom. It cut, you know, it does its thing, right? It's one of those multi things that it cuts this, and if you add this attachment, it does this. And my beard was a little lengthy, you know, it was a little lengthy, and it starts to like piss me off. So I went to trim it.
Okay.
The shit disappeared again. This is probably the lowest I've had it since I started growing it, okay? Not even the last time when I cut it was it this bad, okay?
Okay.
My chin looks all nasty. I had to cut it, line it up. You can see like my chin, like you can see like the skin at the bottom. It looks terrible, bro. Like I'm not embarrassed, you know, but I'm just like, damn, like fuck, I did it again. So I'm considering throwing away these clippers and just going to a barber. It's about time. I've been cutting my hair for about 1.5 years, and let me tell you something. There's always something. There's always something you still don't fucking learn, bro. It's like, fuck, you do this like at least once or twice a month, you know?
Yeah.
And that's being lazy. You know, if you were to do it every week, you'd be on top of it. But fuck, dude, I just continue to fuck up my hair. And I'm bald, so it doesn't really matter. But
Uh-huh.
I continue to fuck my shit up. And I just look myself in the mirror like, you stupid fucker. Like, now you look stupid. Okay,
Headshot.
like the beard's gone. Okay, like your notoriety that you had is out the fucking window. Okay,
Yeah.
it's just really terrible. It's keeping me away from doing TikToks and shit. But once it starts to grow back, I'm gonna be a little more confident. But yeah, Silencer, how was your weekend?
Aside from the all the hecticness, it was chill. Really didn't do a lot of stuff. Not a lot of exciting stuff, if I may say. Just the usual. How do I say? Just work schedule. I
Grinding,
did
yeah.
get I did get new. I don't even know how to explain it. It's the two posts with the light bars. You know that for like when you do photo shoots.
Right, okay.
So I got the whole setup, and the reason why is because I'm gonna start doing product showcasing for like try to how they get beer bottles or liquor or whiskey or any kind of product, and then you
Right.
see all these fancy animations and or pictures. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna start doing product design for for my designing thing. So it's a start. I'm gonna start offering this to various companies that are around here in Dallas. So hopefully it hits good, and yeah.
You know what's funny is that like we always make jokes about each other, right? And there's little things that we do that we make jokes about. We've
Yeah.
always had an eye for putting shit in bushes and just taking a photo of it and be like, look, how does this look?
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, the
Headshot.
quality's ass, because of the Android iPhone difference. But man, I can tell that this is a good, decent photo. It has lighting and it has like the trees and looks all majestic and shit. And it's like Jose Cuervo. Like, why is it in
Fucking
a
smoke
bush?
in the background.
Yeah, that's cool though. Money, memes into money. There you go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get started hopefully with that with this weekend, and yeah, I get a new little venture going, and it should be fun. Because essentially I'm trying to get into the spirit of, what I've always wanted is get the equipment I have and go fucking explore abandoned places.
Like
I
you've
see,
normally done.
yeah, but this time record it, put it on a YouTube channel, and
Yeah,
do all that
you
shit.
should have been. You should have been. See, you're missing out. Because I see, now, ever since you sent me that video of the witch, randomly on my
Oh yeah,
TikTok,
yeah,
do
yeah.
witches and abandoned places with spooky backgrounds and findings are just like there, And I'm like, fuck this food silencer. I was like, the shit that you sent me, like that could be a fucking TikTok. That creepy ass photo we took back then that
Yeah.
you sent me, fuck that shit was creepy, bro. Like I watched randomly, I had one of the podcasts on and I saw the clip pass by. And I was like,
Mhm.
what the fuck is that? And I remember the photo and I was like, bro, that shit's still creepy till this day.
That shit is wild, yeah. So
Right.
it's I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but again, the time management it's crazy because I had to prepare for it, record, go out to the places, and there's a big issue. I mean, a big risk of you being injured, being a high risk,
Right.
whether it's from random fucking people, hobos, or trying to attack you and shit. Building structure being weak, and then you fucking fall, something falls on you. So there's always that
Animals.
risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, animals. So there's always that risk, which is I'm cool with that because I'm always loaded when I go out. But imagine if you go through a building and fucking the roof falls on you and shit, you get fucked.
Yeah. Listen, it's always a risk, That's why, like, I hear you go into shit like that. And I'm like, I wonder what this food like has ever encountered as far as danger, because I know there's a few elements there that just you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
fucking floorboarding, you fall through the fucking thing. That's just terrible. It's a terrible vision to have.
Yeah, and it's not because of the it's not the fact that it's scary thing to face that, because I really, if it encounters something, like I'll just fucking go through it. But it's more of a, damn, what if I get hurt now? I won't be able to work.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. But you own your own shit, so
I know,
yeah.
but I'm more worried about getting hurt because I won't be able to work than getting hurt. You know what I mean?
Nah, no. I'm the opposite. Like I'll go hoop up, not stretching, fucking pull a groin or fucking hurt my back, and then just call off work. Why? Hey, you can't be calling off. Listen, bro. I can't stand. I can't lift. The two requirements for that job is to stand and lift. I can't do that. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'm calling off.
Headshot.
that's the funny side because I'm like,
Right.
fuck, what if I get hurt and I can't? Because I mean, it's not like I can, since I, like you said, I own the business. It's if I don't do, who the fuck's gonna do it?
Right.
And I know that the people like my family's there, but it's gonna take a big strain. And if I was employed somewhere else, oh, believe me, I wouldn't give a shit because
Oh,
you got insurance. You get the insurance for the shop is different from different. I actually have to, fucking show video of something happened. Like if I fall, I have to show video that I failed, that it was the actual cause.
Right.
It's a big mess. So if I had a normal job, it'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go explore. If I get hurt, I just call off. If they fire me, I can sue them.
No, I would
just
fall
shit like
there.
that.
I would fall there. Like, oh my God, this fucking bag of air just hurt me. What is in these Pringles?
Yeah.
Oh my God, my back. I would throw it all on them. Fuck them.
Headshot.
So that's gonna be another. I'm guessing a goal for by the end of next year, 2022. Hopefully, I can start doing some kind of that kind of stuff because personally, me, I'm really into that kind of dark history, paranormal type of stuff. So if I get into that, it's gonna be something that I like doing. Plus, being a graphic designer and doing all that shit, it's gonna help a lot instead of looking all stupid like most of these channels be looking.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you could fucking, you could have a channel filled with content, that's out there a little scary, or you could be filming the next Blair Witch when somebody finds your camera. So,
Headshot.
yeah, it's a win-win
That's
scenario. It's a win-win.
I guess starting off with little, because I have a bunch of photos of from even when I went to the cemetery. I don't know if I showed you where I caught some faces from years ago. And
You might have sent me one. Yeah, you did.
so I have a bunch of stuff laying in just different devices, and I guess it'll be a good start to make like a TikTok or some Instagram and start, sharing these things, and then later on, slowly transition into making full videos.
Yeah, you can do that. The thing now with TikToks and YouTube Shorts and just like little clips, bro, is that it really just takes 60 seconds. Okay, that's no more than 60 seconds to get them hooked, bro. I realized with these shorts about like a thing for YouTube, for TikTok, 7 to 15 seconds is key, And if you add something like, whoa, did you see that? Replay value, share value, and especially if there's something to be seen, So that's why like the little scary shit that you're talking about, oh, you could do it. You know what I'm saying? That's good. If you had like a nice plan, I won't give away too many details, but if you had like a nice plan with like a nice like schedule dropping,
A consistent thing.
Yeah, you could be,
Yeah.
and the consistency too, like that'd be a thing too. Because, like I told you, some of the shit you sent me that you found was creepy as fuck. That little statue shit was creepy.
Yeah, the head.
Like that, I'll never forget that shit, bro.
Bro, like even 2 weeks ago, there's a witch house close to
No.
Dallas, like two hours away, and I was literally on the truck about to go.
Listen, I claim no negative energy from this segment. Okay.
The funny thing is that my girl's actually into this kind of shit too. So it's like it's not something weird where it's like, don't be doing that stupid shit. She literally fucking supports that. She's like, oh yeah, let's go and see what we find and shit. She's a little crazy too, like me too, So we'll see what we get to.
I'm going to Texas at the end of the weekend, okay? I don't want to hear about fucking bruja houses.
We're gonna
brujeria
go
in general.
And there's a lot of Indian burial grounds here too, so
Oh man, I can only imagine. Well, yeah, that's where like they originated down near, right? Around that. I still think the Gulf of Mexico is where the fucking meteor hit. And I'm assuming Texas, Houston.
You think it hit right there?
Yeah, it's right there, right? The Gulf of Mexico by Houston.
Maybe that's why it took that shape.
That's what I
around
was
it.
saying. That's why, like, I think that's where the
Yeah.
meteor hit, bro. Yeah, there's some bad vibes in that south. There's a reason why they have hurricanes and
Always
racists
hitting
down
the same
there.
spot. Yeah.
Right.
It's
So
like
yeah.
a dark energy attraction.
Yeah, well, good luck to you, sir, on your venture and on your adventures as well. But listen, speaking of, you know what else is, like barbecue.
What?
Since we were talking about the
You
NickMercs
know
and
what else
Fam
is
barbecue. You know what else is like barbecue?
What?
You, because you're about to get fucking charred the fuck up. It's time for a rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Players ready up. 3, 2, 1.
After playing Apex with Silencer, I see the reason they give out participation ribbons on field day.
Headshot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is a team effort. You're the kind of guy that says, "Oh yeah, I helped," and fucking die first.
I know.
Headshot.
If you can hear your voice when we lose, I'm like, damn, I know I fucked up. I just don't want to argue.
This one looks like a bad case of a Mexican cosplay at Comic-Con. Bro, we
Headshot.
already got a janitor. You need to chill out.
Headshot.
Yeah, I got the face of a janitor, bro. Especially without a beard. Oh shit. This fool Silencer would do a Mr. Beast contest and would destroy anybody in hide and seek in a video, considering the fact that he's hidden in this country unscathed.
Headshot.
It's a skill.
Yeah, they wouldn't find you. You'd be the last one, bro.
What can I say? It's a skill. Learn it from what's his name? From El Chapo.
Headshot.
Oh, that was good.
This one looks like a distilled version of Adam Sandler.
Headshot.
Distilled? Oh, that's fucking foul. All right, time.
Say that one for last.
I look like Adam Sandler if he fell from grace. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching Adam Sandler, right?
Yeah.
Because I've been watching my because another comedian died from one of his movies. Rest in peace to him. I think it was like Norm or something. Rest in peace to him. But he was in Billy Madison, I believe. I was watching that and I was like, damn, this fool Adam Sandler been popping up recently. I'm like, it's gonna be a hard day when this fool Adam Sandler passes away, bro.
Oh yeah, for a lot of people.
Fuck,
Yeah.
what a funny guy, bro. Like a lot of people don't think his movies are funny, and me honestly, a few of them could be a little hit or miss. But man, there's nothing more satisfying than watching 8 Crazy Nights or Big Daddy or what's the other one? Billy Madison, the other one too with the hockey. That fool has like certified slaps, bro. So I've been seeing him. Yeah, I'm just like, oh man, like it's gonna suck when he dies, but congratulations to him on his success. Okay. Now,
Congratulations on not being distilled.
you fucking asshole. We can't congratulate too much, okay? During celebrations, some things might pop and get loose. You might have heard me and Silencer talking about playing basketball and getting hurt, okay? There's a reason why you gotta stretch out during things and not do too much, okay? Because then shit like this happens to you. A gamer dislocates his shoulder while celebrating a tournament victory. React.
I'm watching the clip right now.
So we'll let you watch the clip, Kay, and I'll go ahead and read the story, okay? Now, this is an article from Kotaku, okay? Congratulations are in order for Cake Assault, who over the weekend won a huge Rivals of Ether tournaments, overcoming not just the competing field, but also the limitations and fragilities of the human body, okay? Now, it says here, you watch the video? It's a little nasty, okay? You can tell exactly when he did this shit, okay?
Yeah.
So, due to celebrating like he just won the championship league, right? Throws his arms up, throws it down, and then you see it. The arm just stiffens the fuck out. and he falls to the ground in pain. It looks extremely painful. You can't hear nothing over the crowd react, but you can look at his face and body language, and you know exactly when he threw the arm, he knew he fucked up. Now, listen, I always say that you should always be humble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should always be a little graceful, you know? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But sometimes when you win, you want to say some shit. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm more of a talker. If I win, I'm going to fucking get on the microphone and talk some shit, Kay. I learned a long time ago, you got to be careful when celebrating some shit, okay? This is a little funny story, Kay. One time, I believe it was graduation, Kay, class of 2012. You know, your boy was graduating, walking out, got my diploma, sat down, right? Happy as fuck, successful. First person to graduate in my family, okay? Highlight of my high school, you know, career. They told your boy, hey, we're going to throw caps, but we're not going to go OD, right? I said, okay, fine. You know, I paid for this cap. Well, technically, my mom paid for this cap, but, you know, I have to pay for it back in chores and shit, so technically I paid for it, you know? It was earned off the back of me.
Okay.
They said, scratch that. We're not going to throw hats. Then they kind of were going back and forth in this awkward moment, and they said, yes, we're going to throw caps, but not too hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear that part. Okay? What I heard was, on the count of three, throw your cap, right? Knowing that I could flex on my brother and sister, okay, I fucking snatched that hat off my head, cocked it back. You know how samurais grab swords and shit?
Yeah.
Okay, like from the left, and then they pull it out from the hip to the left. So let's say for the right hand, my cap was on all the way to the left side of my hip. I fucking threw that shit up. I heard a pop in my right arm, my shoulder to be exact.
Oh.
I felt a pain I've never felt before. Okay, I put my arm down, try to play it off. My shoulder swole the fuck up, something crazy, bro. And I learned at that point, you got to be careful when you're celebrating because, you know, you might have adrenaline, but the rest of your body don't have adrenaline, okay? So that was a funny little story. Now, Silencer, what do you think of this story overall? It's a little short story.
It's congratulations to the guy, but you know, this is a good, how do you say, a realization?
Reminder, yes. Realization.
That even if you play games, you need your vitamins, you know? You exercise.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And this is a good example. And also, okay, hold on. First of all, I know what this guy feels because back when I was working at Firestone, back in 2014, 15,
Right.
I had a accident with my arm too, and I was holding something from a car, and it pulled my arm. So yeah, you can kind of imagine what happened.
Oh, yeah.
So I know what this guy, you know, is going through, but I mean, I was holding something, and this guy the air popped it off. So good. You know, it's even though you are in the esports scene, I think it's important to take care of your body as well as an actual, you know, athlete.
Yeah, you know, and you just pay a little bit more attention to how much you put out, you know.
This on Wednesday. What is it? When did this article? When did this even happen?
This happened last week-ish.
So on September 1st.
Yeah.
So on September 1st marks the day at 10:48 marks the day that the first accident in an esport, you get an injury. I've never seen an injury in an esport.
Well, you know, they always said esports are technically a sport, you know? There's a reason why ESPN covers them, bro. They had to sub him out.
Yeah. He should have blurred his arm.
He came out like Kobe when he tore his Achilles and was just like, nah, let me shoot this free throw real quick and then I'll go back.
That's just wild. This
Play through an injury.
This marks a time in history.
This would have been a better story if the guy dislocated his shit and they continue to win. You know what I'm saying? That would have been crazy, you know?
They should have blurred his arm out.
Yeah, he fucking fell, bro. He fell like kids in stores when they don't get shit they want.
That
Like,
shit
you
hurts,
fell
yeah.
down. Yeah. So shout out to Cake Assault. Hope it was worth it. And I hope the money that you may have won didn't go to hospital bills.
I would sue.
Were you going to sue yourself?
No, the building for the having that nasty ass low quality air.
There's a little wind resistance in here, guys.
Yeah, there's too much resistance on my elbow.
There was a ghost in here. It was abandoned. All right. We'll move on from there, okay? We'll give that guy some salt. But shout out to Cake Assault. A victory well deserved, apparently. Okay. This next story is a little funny. Okay. It's something that we've talked about, but we never really dove in depth with this conversation. So here we go. A YouTube duo finds $100,000 worth of vintage games in a hoarder's abandoned house. Now, before I read this article, let's get your thoughts real quick. First off, how do you feel? Is this a W or is this meh?
It's a W for them because of the money. That's what they look at it.
Right.
Now,
a YouTube video. Yep.
yeah, as me as how do I say it? Liking abandoned things in the history of it, I like for the buildings to be preserved without vandalism or taking shit off of it.
Right.
Now, I feel like these people, instead of taking it and making them theirs, they should have called somebody and be like, "Hey, we found a bunch of shit. Does this belong to anybody? Can we take them?" Blah blah blah. Now, if they got the clearance to take them, cool for them. But I don't know. I feel like it's part of history of being there.
Right. Yeah, it's a part of the building. So
Yeah. So
yeah.
it's a win for them because they're getting their money, of course, because they see $100,000. But I don't know. Imagine being in this building. Whose building was it? What if, as it aged, the value kept going up because of the history? There's a reason why there were so many fucking games in that building. Makes you wonder why.
Right. So I might have been a collector, but if it's a hoarder, they might have just kept everything, right? So my main issue is not the fact that they went in there and they may have disturbed the integrity of the building. It's more of you went in there into an abandoned building that may or may not be owned.
Yeah.
You could be trespassing.
Yep.
You're posting a story/video of you breaking into somewhere, taking some valuable shits. And then you have an article like this that is out telling us what you did, potentially putting you at the risk of having to return it to its rightful owner.
And being illegal.
Well, and that too. A lot of things sometimes are illegal, and YouTube lets it slide because of the authenticity of the actual thing. So,
well, YouTube lets it slide, but imagine if I was the owner and I saw this, they take me. I could fucking sue these guys for trespassing and stealing. That's fucking easily felonies right there.
Well, and then look what you have. You have a free valued already, a graded damn near, where they tell you, "Oh, hey, I need my $100,000 worth of games back. This is me."
Great evidence they put out for the whole world to have.
Right. Like at the end of the day, it's content. It's really nice content. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than what you do, But they took stuff, right? Like you said, you go on there, you take photos, and you leave. You don't ever take nothing with you. I even asked you one time, too, did you take that little head? You're like, nah, the fuck no. And you're like, why? Because like the bad vibes that might be attached to it, you know? So I'll go ahead and read some of the articles so we can get a brander idea, okay? YouTube game hunters found themselves in an extremely messy room that had been locked for 20 years, okay? But amid the filth, they found a treasure trove of factory-sealed video games, including mainstream hits like The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, cult classics like Dragon Guard for PS2, and just plain weird stuff like a very limited edition of Resident Evil 4 chainsaw controller. That is cool.
Okay.
That is extremely well. So let's see here. They searched the house with gloves and they're wearing safety stuff, right? Besides the safety hazards and stuff, I think that they need to be careful. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be successful. You know.
Yeah.
I think in the video they should have air quote left things there, right? Show the video. Oh, we left things there. But secretly, behind the scenes, they took this shit, you know? That way, if somebody ever went back, let's say for court or for whatever reasons, they could say, oh, we left everything there, right? We left everything there as is. And the rightful owner, air quote, would have no case whatsoever. But yes, they would have it. I don't know in the video, because I haven't watched the video, if they took it or not. But as you can see, they're pulling like by handfuls. Just classic game after classic game. Factory sealed games. That's crazy. That means they're damn near brand new if you open them in the right condition.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. So they basically, let's go ahead and see, give these guys. The YouTube channel, Cheap Finds, Gold Mines, they went in there. They usually go through Goodwills and yard sales, but after the viewer tipped them off about a house that was kind of nasty, the pair found themselves scouring a very gross environment like Uncharted's Nathan Drake and finding all sorts of video games, collectibles, and blockbuster branded VHS tapes. They've made 3 videos about the experience so far. So there's 3 evident videos of them just selling their findings,
There's a lot of in the comments that everybody's fucking calling them out for being faked or staged.
Oh, so we could,
A lot.
A lot of comments saying it's staged?
Yeah, there's that doesn't make sense. It's staged. Like, so you're telling me you trespassed just like you said. Saw a stranger's house and then you fucking took everything. Yeah, so there's a bunch of people that are calling them calling the video staged.
Yeah, you know what? And YouTubers are far from staging shit, so I believe it. So I would hope that they don't get called out for. That's different too, because losing credibility as a YouTuber and not being authentic to the actual viewer, it's going to cost you some subscribers and some views and hateful comments like that. But more than the important part is they got out there with their lives, they got content. Let's just hope that content doesn't cost them their freedom.
So there's a little section that says at the end of the second video, a woman named Stephanie provides context about the house and why it has had so many video games in it. The property belonged to her uncle and had been in the family house since 1965. Now, according to Stephanie's uncle, he worked for Nintendo.
Oh,
and potentially he died in the house. And this is all his, I guess, maybe his personal collection that he had or something.
Right.
Now, we're bringing up this, but, I mean, there was a lot of Xbox and PlayStation shit that was found there too. So that's what people are also calling it, staged. If it belonged to a Nintendo guy, why the fuck was there so many PlayStation, unsealed, Xbox, and it's just a weird thing.
Right. And usually, you know what? Because I used to know a developer that used to work for EA Sports.
Uh-huh.
And then he actually went to Santa Monica, which is currently handling the studio for God of War. He said Halloween time, he would have a bucket full of AAA games from studios or shit that he was working on. So, and it was like different studios, but he would have like Madden, he would have like UFC, like you said though, it was Nintendo. So, but it would be in that sort of range where he would get games and he would give them shit. They'd just hand them out to him. They'd give him free copies and he would give them out like candy. So maybe that's interesting though.
Yeah. So the other thing is, will Nintendo sue?
Maybe. Factory sealed? You said?
And the guy worked for us, our property. Give it back.
Let's go have it graded a fake 10 and say somebody bought it for 100,000, like that one allegedly that one place.
These guys get fucking unveiled that it's a scam. These guys are fucked.
Yeah, so we'll keep you guys updated on that. But that was nice. That was interesting. I must have skimmed past that in the article. Thank you for reading that. Okay, now we're getting down to some stocks. Okay, a little update. It'll be a nice short topic. We came here, we talked about GameStop stonk originally when they skyrocketed and they got their company saved by a bunch of Redditors. Okay. And, I became a little infatuated with stocks myself. I'm currently holding AMC, hoping that it does the same thing that GameStop did. Now, the person who started all this, okay, his name was Mr. Deep fucking Value. Okay. He was called to Congress to be asked why or how did he have information about this? Was he manipulating stocks? Was he running up the numbers? Right? He gave his deposition from home in a nice little suit, and that's the last we heard of this. Up until today, of course, because now we're hearing some juicy information. They're actually fining the workplace over his meme stock conduct.
So basically saying that it was unethical.
They're saying pretty much that Mr. Keith Gill, also known as Deep Fucking Value, was hyping up GameStop stocks earlier this year. Now his former employer, Mass Mutual, has been fined over his conduct because he was working there when he was giving people financial advice.
Okay.
So they called him a relentless cheerleader because of how he was booing up the stocks for GameStop. And the company, or I forget who it is, really, I think it's the state officials, but they're saying that they failed to adequately supervise his and other agents for trading and online activity. So apparently it's like insider trading, and that's a no-go. But he quit back in January. So they can't go after him, but that doesn't mean that they're not held responsible. So guess how much they have to pay in fines?
$500,000.
No, it's a little low, sir. It's about $4 million.
Damn.
$4 million as a fine. They got to eat that, And these mass mutual places, if they're the financial places you're thinking about, involved in stocks, involved in bonds, and all that types of shit, that they have some coins. So $4 million for them is like $4. So it's $4 million, but it's like $4. So, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I don't really know much about the whole realm of trading in stocks, but it sounds like what he did was a little shady business because
Right.
I don't know. It sounds unethical now. Now karma came back and bite him in the ass.
Well, bit them. Like they can't go after him because he quit.
Yeah, but he quit while the thing was still going on. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have a contract with a company or you work at a certain place, I mean, unless it's a LLC type of business, then yeah, you're free. But he got away with it.
Yeah, but there's a difference. So if you break the law as an employee, you're fucked. If you break the law when you were an employee and you're no longer an employee, it's like you didn't break it. They can't attack you for it. You're no longer a part. It has to be handled outside of work company policies.
Okay.
So for example, when I quit the post office, they were trying to charge me with the felony, and the felony was delaying mail. The reason why they said I was delaying mail was because I was being harassed by a manager, and she called me a wetback. And when I responded in disrespect and I no longer wanted to work, they said because I brought the mail back and people had to go and deliver the mail, that it was eligible for a felony, which was delaying mail. Now, I tell everybody this because I said, what happens if I quit? And they said, well, we can't charge you with anything because you're no longer an employee. But if you stay still, we're going to have an investigation about what happened. And if they find out that I just wanted to go do something else, and that's why I threw a big fit, they're going to charge me with a felony. So in my greater...
That's wild.
Yeah, it's wild, right? 100% crazy. So in my better judgment, I said, you know what? I quit. And he ripped the little thing to write the investigation for the felony, ripped it up right in front of me, right? So
that was smart.
Yeah, so it was smart of me to leave. I still left on you know, for what a good reason, you know. They shouldn't fucking harass you and say shit, you know. If it was a woman,
Racial stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
if the gender roles had been reversed, the male supervisor would have been gone, you know. But because it was a woman, they felt otherwise. So,
Yeah.
I say that to say that sometimes when you do bad things and it's not on you while you're working, there's a difference. Like, let's say right now, if you work at McDonald's, right? McDonald's is a popular place for fights. Okay, especially with
What the
employees.
hell?
It's like, you know, you've seen TikToks, you've seen YouTube, where a customer comes in, says something, gets rowdy, and then the fucking cashier smacks the shit out of her. So that's usually a thing. There's a difference between you being an employee and smacking her, and you just being a random civilian. Okay, you don't violate their policies, and you're not under any type of whatever the fuck like repercussions that have the policies have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So rather than the company suing you because you got them bad publicity or you smack somebody and under policy they have the right to do X, Y, and Z. If you quit and you smack the bitch, it's no longer a company thing. You're no longer a part of the company. You, sir, are by yourself, and that is a person-to-person thing now. Now it's not the company against you and the person against you, you know?
So in this case, this guy is getting a free pass,
Yeah, free
but the
pass.
company
Mhm.
is getting fucked.
Right, if you consider it fucked, yes. $4 million, like I said, it's a lot, right? But to these companies that do stocks and bonds and shit, it's nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm pretty sure some people lost their jobs because of this guy. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah. But I mean, that might have been his plan. You know,
To fuck over his colleagues.
to fuck over a few people that he didn't like and
Yeah.
insider trading, because this whole GameStop shit is it's wild. You know,
You gotta play your cards right. Yeah.
yeah. He played his cards right, and he's a fucking millionaire doing YouTube videos, and what a guy. You know, basically he made. While other people were broke and asking for stimulus checks, this guy used his money, wits, and maybe even some stimmy money and was going nuts with the stocks. So good for him.
All that money and he couldn't get fucking better lighting for the fucking video picture.
A better camera, you know. It was
Yeah.
processing. You know, they always tell you if you win money, don't spend it. not until you fucking the tax.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll move on from that. But good shout out to him. $4 million, like I said, it's nothing for the company, so fuck them. Now, this is a topic I really wanted to talk about. It's a little stupid, a little silly, okay? But me and you have came on here and said mobile gamers aren't really gamers. You know what I'm saying? It's like foreplay, okay? It's like it's the foreplay of gaming. Now, this has to be the dumbest shit Razer has put out, and they put out performance enhancing gum for gamers, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, for mobile gamers, things are about to get very interesting. They made professional finger sleeves for mobile gaming.
Wow.
Right? And if you want to see what they look like, guys, because I don't have a video to show you guys, but just put on your thinking caps and close your eyes and imagine finger condoms, okay? Black and green with a Razer logo. It's like socks
That's
for
fucking
fingers,
wild.
okay?
I'm watching them right now.
These look like, you know, they look like bean flickers from Razer. You know what a bean flicker is, bro?
Yeah.
Okay, they look like that. The ultimate gaming accessory, bean flicker by Razer. It's shit that you can put like you can put on, bro, when you're fucking being your girlfriend's little DJ. Wiki wiki.
Crazy.
Rub the clitoris with this, make it treat it like a video game. Fucking bitch. This shit. Oh my god. I can't diss this
That's
enough.
this.
Who?
Them releasing it is just a roast by itself.
Yes. Now, let's get away from the fact of what it's actually used for. Cause let's make fun of the marketing. In the picture, they have the guy throwing up gang signs. This guy's throwing up crit, like with both hands, and they're emphasizing the thumbs and the pointing fingers. Fam, no, no,
This is how you get people off the streets.
no. This is how you get people in trouble. Because I can see somebody be like, "Yo, let's go rob a bank, bro." Oh, what about fingerprints? I got you, right here. What are these? Bean flickers by Razer. Put them on.
Premium and
No,
authentic.
yeah. What is it?
A premium and authentic finger sleeve. So apparently, not only Razer is doing that. There's a bunch of companies already that came out with these before Razer. I guess Razer is just a big brand that just decided to roll with it.
This is terrible. They're coming out with remotes.
Yeah.
There's remotes. Like they have attachments are like Courage in them. The Xbox even has like something for a phone that turns into your like a handheld. Like there's no reason for this. You know what I'm saying?
I can't get over the fact that they're calling it Sweatproof Finger Professional Thumb Covers.
Professional. I would love to see. Listen,
This is wild.
I would love to see the little fucking 10-year-old, 12-year-old kid wearing these, having sponsorships, and just dropping nukes on Call of Duty. You know? I've had friends that played mobile Call of Duty and were like, oh, I dropped nukes before. I know how to do that. Let me go ahead and attach my favorite guns and attachments and shit. I just got a PlayStation. Let me go ahead and do that. Fucking go 0-25. Gaming is not that serious on mobile. It's a lot easier,
Yeah.
you know?
Way easier.
But to have little finger condoms, it's wild, bro. That is wild.
The next thing you know, they're gonna have what? The fucking cameras while they're streaming pointed down at the screen with their little fingers
Yeah. It
instead of
looks
watching
like
their
you-
face.
Yeah, it looks like you used like you use these when your fucking screen is cracked for iPhone, so you don't cut your finger.
Their slogan is "Say goodbye to sweaty hands."
But it's for fingers. Remember that. It's not
Yeah,
gloves.
It's
It's
not
for fingers.
hands.
That don't do
This is the
nothing.
wrong thing.
Nah,
Highly breathable.
It's too out there, bro. It's up there with chewing gum and G Fuel. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe none of this shit does what they tell you to do. I think it's just a rush of caffeine, and yeah.
The placebo effect.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yes, the placebo effect. The Michael Jordan special sauce, the drink
Yeah.
from Space Jam.
Yep.
As long as they believe it works for them, it'll fucking do that. Some kid right now is buying this, dropping 30 after he puts this on.
But you know, I think Razer didn't intentionally think that this is going to be a fucking badass idea. They see the market where it's going and like, hey, you know what? We have the chance to fucking sell this product and make millions.
Yeah,
And boom.
but mobile gaming, like I don't consider mobile gaming. Even
Oh, yeah,
streaming,
but-
it's like, what the fuck is this, bro? You're looking down at your phone
Yeah.
and commenting, and like you're sitting like yoga style in your fucking chair in a green screen behind you doing dirt. Like you're doing
Ridiculous.
okay, but it's like, you know?
It's ridiculous, bro. But what are we going to do? The next thing you know, they're going to fucking come out with this fucking weird ass things in the future. And
Contacts
we're
by
already
Razer.
started.
These contacts are dipped in fucking fuel that'll help you see 10 times more and perform 20 times better.
Fucking crazy
Fucking
aimbot when you
dumb
wear
shit.
these.
Dumb shit, bro. The dumbest shit, bro. I'm slapping whoever I see with this, okay?
And then the next the version 2 is going to be reduced recoil with this new improved finger sleeves.
Huh. Go ahead and send us pictures of your actual fucking your thumb print and your fingerprint so we could fucking add it to the glove. Fucking stupid, bro. Just say you drop some shit so we can fucking play with the clitorises. That's it. Okay? This is all it's used for. You know, you met
That's
a girl
wild.
at a club, You know, she might not smell or look the cleanest, you know? Her body count might be higher than fucking, you know, my KD. He might want to throw these bad boys on and, you know, dive in. But this is not going to be intended for what it's used for,
That's
bro.
not it.
No.
No.
This is not. Oh, we're moving on. But I looked at this and I was like, this is some shit Caesar would buy.
Hell no.
This was Caesar would buy it like complete with the back paddles from Scuff.
You know what this is better for? This would fit better for people who play the guitar, so they won't get cut.
Or you know what? Babies that like come out the womb instead of like the little mittens, you just put this on their fingers and it'll scratch their face.
This would be more useful on my fucking cat than playing a fucking game on a phone.
Yeah, this 100%. Yeah,
That's how ridiculous it is.
Yeah, we're moving on, but yeah, wiki. All right, we got 2 more topics then we're out here, guys. This one's going to be a quick one. Announcement tomorrow from TimTheTatman. He teased it on Twitter saying that which organization, so esports team, is he joining? Now, me and you're going to talk about which ones. Now, for those of you that don't know, TimTheTatman has been making a lot of big money moves, okay? He went to YouTube, okay? I was really excited about that. He got another deal with FanDuel. He's a big sports guy. You know, you can catch him at damn near every single Cowboys game. And now he's doing another deal where essentially could be making more money, right? And I was talking to Cuz Lightyear about this, and maybe I'll bring. Maybe you were involved in the topic. Maybe it wasn't him, but we were talking about what esports team would he join, and would it benefit him? And I believe it was either you or Cuz Lightyear that said no, it's not going to benefit him because he's making too much money, and orgs are just ways where they kind of penny pinch off of you, right?
Yeah.
Now, we have official word that he's doing orgs. So there's 3 options in my mind, but I'm going to pass it to you. Which organization / esports team do you feel like he's going to join and why?
Shit, I couldn't even tell you. I don't know much about about these organizations or whatever. The only ones I know is the ones that I hear from, like Apex and shit, but not like, you know, the only ones I've heard was what is it, the NRG?
NRG, yep, or HCU, yep.
Yeah, and the it starts with the TTO. TSM. Yeah, so I'm not really into these organizations. I just know these guys from streaming, but as far as how much it would benefit them, I mean, I don't know. I think I would have to look at all the statistics and everything from all the organizations, because you can be big but also come into a organization and that can stop your cloud a little bit. You know, slow it down.
Too, or it could fucking boom you. You know what I'm saying? He's already signed some of the biggest fucking deals. Like, he's getting paid, you know? These guys are getting paid. So I don't feel like it's going to do anything but
help them.
But help them just a little bit. Or teach them the ropes or do something as far as Courage, Valkyrie type of situation where he's going to get some percentages off of an esports team, but he has to join, you know? If you're buying a Chick-fil-A, right, a franchise, you want to become a franchisee, you have to work at Chick-fil-A for at least 2 years.
Okay, yeah.
So you get what I'm saying there? You see where I'm going?
Yeah,
so, with that in mind, I have 3 options for TimTheTatman. He's either going to go to 100 Thieves and join Courage, Nate Shot, Valkyrie, and have that type of deal where he's going to become an owner, right? He has that friendship with Nate Shot, but he has an even more bigger relationship with Courage, okay?
Okay, and he's in the 100 Thieves.
Yes, he's a co-owner officially. Him and Valkyrie, Nate Shot, Scooter Braun, and I believe Drake as well are owners of 100 Thieves. Okay, so that's one option.
Okay.
The other option is FaZe Clan. So I was joking earlier about the MFAM barbecue, but there are rumors. NickMercs is currently an owner, apparently, at FaZe, right?
Oh, okay.
And he was recently spotted at the M-Fan barbecue with Cloaksy and TimTheTatman, right?
Mm.
So that's one option. I believe Face Clan's an option as well. Excuse me. The third option, and I highly doubt this, but it's always a possibility. He announces his own organization. Now, the only reason why I bring that up is because he was talking big money when it
Yeah.
came up to his YouTube deal and his FanDuel deal, right? And if you start to see how people do things and how people figure out ways to make money, becoming your own entity and becoming a person that has a lot of money, it's going to favor your way into making decisions that are more based off of your individualistic needs, okay?
It's better, yeah.
So if that's going to be an option where he's by himself, does his own org, has partners to back it up, creates his own esports team, this fucker would be a genius. The fucking balls on this guy if he made his own organization to compete with all these people. Because I think recently, I heard Nate Shot saying a spot in Call of Duty League, right, to have the roster on there,
Yeah.
37 million just to have your team in the tournament.
That's the one you had to pay to enter?
To enter in, to be
Wow.
on the Call of Duty, I believe so. He didn't really dive into details, but he
Crazy.
gave a number, and it was 37 million.
Damn.
Right? That's what I said. Now, if we're talking deals again, FanDuel merch, huh? Fucking YouTube, you're getting
Yeah, all
banged.
that shit, yeah.
So I can see him. It's a potential. Okay. So I have it 40, which is 80, and then 20% for his own individual esports organization. So he's announcing it tomorrow. We'll see what happens from there. But I'm either thinking, like I said, by himself, his own org, 100 Thieves, or FaZe Clan. If he does anything outside of that, I'm going to be fucking blown away.
Well, since you said the that courage was for the 100 Thieves, I'm gonna put my money out there that he's gonna go with the 100 Thieves.
Right. And they do a lot of fun, energetic content. They eat food together. They do prank wars on their channel. They do a lot of things content wise, right?
And body shaming.
Well, yeah. You know, that food NickMercs is always a fat joke away. And I'm like, damn, bro. If these fools are clowning him for being that type of way, I can only imagine if I was in those situations, how they'd fucking roast me. I'd be so pissed too. Like, you
Yeah.
fucking stiff neck bitch. Watch how you talk to me, you fucking whore.
Fucking dented old fucking no hair having bitch.
Yeah. So we'll keep you guys, updated for tomorrow, but we won't know nothing much until he actually puts out a tweet, and we'll see where it goes from there. So we're on to the last topic, okay? This one is it's clout chasey ish. Okay. I've always told people you got to find ways to differentiate yourself, separate yourself from the other content creators, and you should always put some type of effort into doing that, right? Because there's nothing new under the sun. And there's a shit ton of people trying to do what me and you are doing or what TimTheTatman's doing, okay?
Yeah.
Now, this is not what I mean. This streamer in particular lied about having cancer, but is now back on Twitch after a few weeks with the most creative fake apology I've ever seen, okay? Silencer,
Yeah,
I sent you 2 photos, okay? These look like letters that you find in Resident Evil when you're searching shit and you're trying to find out more about the story, okay, and what was happening before there or what happened led up to that. These look very unapologetic, okay? So for
These
people
look
that don't
like-
know, yep.
Yeah. These are like fucking tried way too hard to convince people of something.
Yeah, this is
Of
like when you
another
fuck
lie.
around and like try to make like like This apology looks like it was in World War II, like written on wax paper.
Yeah.
This is the same paper that Abraham Lincoln used to send out letters, bro. Like, I'm not
And to
gonna
put it
lie.
in the pigeon ticket.
Yeah, he's like, here, take this. It's gonna, it's gonna do this. So I don't know who the guy is or who the person is, but on the top left it says slips. Okay, we're only gonna read a little bit of it. He says, "Hey guys, I know that a lot of you have your own opinions on me, and most of them are not good, which is understandable. I'm not gonna try to change your opinions of me. I'm not gonna say what you are feeling is wrong or anything else like that. This is probably going to be more than just one part." And he says, "I read everything in the channel and I saw the YouTube videos and the posts made about me. And I do want to address a few things that I read. The thing that I lied about. Yes, I lied about having cancer, but it wasn't recently. I had lied about it back in January. This is not me saying what I did was right or trying to justify it at all. This is me giving you guys more information about being as transparent and honest as I can be. No one would give me a chance to share my side until I was let into this channel." Now, guys, I'm not going to continue to read the story because, one, the font looks like it was written on a typewriter back when the first one was invented, and the sincerity, is not there. Okay? Silencer, what are your thoughts on this overall apology and him lying about having cancer?
After I read, he came to the part where he said he lied about having cancer. Everything else was just, not worth reading.
Right.
It just became this fucking stupid thing where, like, I know he said at the end that I'm grateful that they gave me another opportunity.
Right.
If that was me, that motherfucker would not be with me, around me, ever again, because these kind of people with these kind of tendencies tend to do it again, even though they say how much they're sorry. This is basically saying, hey guys, this is my lie. I'm sorry. I hope you give me another second, third, fourth, fifth chance to take your money. But for now, I'm sorry. Pretend I
Right.
cry. Let me profit.
Yeah, this doesn't go away. Your cancer went away, but the lie is not going away.
This is
And
retarded, though.
the main issue I have with this is because we have GoFundMe stories where people, especially young women that go to fucking Atlanta or like Super Bowl weekend and shit, and just can't fly home, and they start making these stories about them not having money to fly back. There are people that lie about having these symptoms, having these viruses, these diseases, these untreatable things like cancer and tumors and shit. They lie about it, and then what they do is they develop a life with the lie in search of compensation and pity to have people help them to usher themselves into a space that they want to be in that they're not getting the attention for. Okay? This is a person that wants to stream and to be different, to have a story, have people connect with them, maybe even get money, maybe get more subscribers, just to have a pity party. He or she said, I have cancer. Okay? They lied about it. The lie grew so big. They grew so big, maybe as a creator. And you know what? I don't feel sorry for this person because
Not sorry at all.
how many people out there that are streaming want to say, "Hey guys, I don't have cancer," even if it's like not even lying, like they want to be not diagnosed with cancer, they can't fucking pull out and say, "Hey guys, I don't have cancer."
True.
So besides that aspect, two, you're lying about something that many people have, that's uncurable. A lot of people that might have even related with you through your channel, through your content, through your streams, that they felt a personal connection with you because somebody they know in their family, their cousins, their friends might have died from cancer, and they're trying to be there for you. They, in a way that they weren't there for maybe somebody they knew that died of cancer. You know,
Yeah.
it's wrong. It's fucking wrong. I've always told people there's always ways to get somebody to watch your shit, but fucking pity parties and lying about shit is not the fucking way to do this.
Especially when we got actual little kids dying off of this shit.
Little
innocent
kids.
kids.
Yes.
And then you're over there playing around with it like it's nothing. It's ridiculous. To
Right.
profit off of it.
Right. So he said he was sorry for lying. He said that he first thing I did was talk to my therapist. He lists off the things that he does in finding the answers to doing something wrong. So he first started off saying about he started talking to his therapist.
Well, it's actually a she.
Oh, is it a she? Okay.
Yeah, Miss
Well,
Dirty Bird. The name
okay.
says it all.
Miss Dirty Bird. Okay.
Miss Dirty Whore.
So, all right. So she, first thing she did was talk to her therapist. Okay. The second thing that she did was, I did this before I was even a content creator and did not tell my community that I had cancer. I did not get a lot of money, but I did donate a lot of money to the Cancer Research Foundation. Cap. And
She's just saying that to fucking get it away.
yeah, just to give the give and go. Third, I have reached out to a few people and apologized personally and with sincerity about the lies that I had told. I'm still working on getting in contact with others, but as you can probably imagine, a lot of people don't want to hear that apology or from me at all. So, what are your thoughts on this?
Scum of the earth. She doesn't deserve to be re-signed, and I'm not sure what that fucking stupid company is thinking to letting her back in.
Well, I think they should find punishments. I don't think that it's hey, I'm sorry type of ordeal. I think it should be, like you said, they shouldn't be allowed back in whatever the fuck they were on. The platforms, YouTube and Twitch, they should pull this away. You know what?
Yeah.
You're not allowed on the platform. At least
Out
not
of all
this
the
channel.
fucking hosts that they could fucking find, they find the one that fucking lied about having cancer.
Right. Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. There's other talent out there, and I don't know, how did the story even get passed or out if she never told her community anything?
Yeah.
There's little inconsistencies in her lies, and just judging by the overall look and appeal of the apology, you can tell that this is all staged and scripted, and she may or may not mean 60-70% of the shit she wrote in here. So, at the end of the day, you have to hold people accountable.
Yeah.
Hold
Especially
her
with shit like
accountable.
this.
Yeah, hold her accountable. And it sucks because as a content creator now, little shit like this could ruin you. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's starting to hate fucking slips already. I'm looking through, just, sorting out. Glancing through all the tweets, and everybody's fucking clowning on them.
Right. Yeah.
On
I mean,
slips.
how desperate could you be? How desperate could you be for content creators? There's literally, you throw a stone and you
Yeah.
could hit a content creator that's way better than this, that has integrity, that has
Exactly.
honesty, that works for their shit. No cancer story, may have cancer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't do this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And we're a jokey podcast, and I only get these things because I want to keep people informed about the shit that people are doing out here, right? But it's just shit like this where it's just like you took the easy way out. You took the easy way of getting money and a fan base, a community by saying you have cancer when you don't have cancer. There's things people do for attention, and people do things for support, right? And oftentimes it doesn't come with that reward, but sometimes it does. And a lot of people can't live with the lie. And I don't know exactly what she had gotten caught up with, but I'm glad she got caught. And that's the end of that,
Well, apparently she's been fucking acting like that ever since she was a little kid. So, well, she
that
changed.
type of way? Oh, then yeah, it's
Yeah.
a repeat offender, guys. It's a repeat
Yeah, it's a
offender.
repeat offender. The fucking therapist is not gonna fix this shit.
It will
just
if
gonna
you
grow.
go with her more than that one time you spoke with her.
Yeah, but how do you know if it's even real?
Yeah, and that's another thing too, that these guys create their false
Yeah.
ideal of
If
themselves, and
she
yeah,
if she created having cancer, what makes you think she's not gonna create a whole lie of I went to my therapist, she told me this and that, blah blah blah.
right,
So
yeah,
these people don't change.
no, they don't change. I'm assuming later on within the year, or quietly, she might be removed, or end of contract. If they're on contract, they
Oh
might
yeah.
give her the fucking boot. They might not re-sign her, and we might not hear from this person ever again. She'll be sitting right there next to the guy that cried in his car at the gas station for Logan Paul. So, any last words on that before we head out?
Man, just don't be a scum of the earth like this. Totally just lost. I don't even know who this chick is, but if I ever see her, not even a glass of water, I would give her if she was dying out of thirst on the floor.
Yeah, like I would send a hate raid her way. Fuck your channel.
She doesn't deserve shit. Lying like that.
Nothing deserved. All right, so that's it for today's episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, guys, follow us on our Twitter at Team Kill Podcast. We also have a clips channel, okay, for Team Kill Podcast. Just type it in on YouTube. Clips will pop up. You'll see the thumbnail. It looks different than our actual cover art. Silencer never sent it to me, so I had to create my own. But you'll see it right there, guys. You'll recognize our voices, and yeah. Also, if you want to consider, buying some merch from us, guys, DM me on social medias, and I'll send you the Cash App link. The website's currently down until I add the rest of the merch. And that's about it. Silencer, do you have any words of advice or encouraging words to end the podcast?
Don't be a dickhead. And if you're a gamer, take your vitamins and don't put condoms on your fingers and pretend you're a professional.
Right. And remember, guys, if you're going to go into somebody's house trespassing and steal $100,000 worth of games, consider putting on Razer's fingerless, sweatless finger condoms so you don't get ID'd when they go back and say, hey, something was missing. And with that being said, guys, my name is Killing Spree 37.
And I'm Silencer.
I'm out.
Killing Spree 37.
Give me some John John.
The champion of the world, Killing Spree 37.